Hi guys, let's look at this question, which was the question of the day 10. Now this question says a fruit seller has three varieties of fruits: bananas, apples, and oranges. Okay, and then the question says that so she sells at most 20 fruits of each variety every day. The number of bananas sold is more than the number of apples, and the number of apples sold is more than the number of oranges. Okay. So I have number of bananas sold is more than the number of apples, and number of apples sold is more than the number of oranges, which means they are in descending order. Okay. And the maximum that I'm selling of each is 20. Now that day she sold a total of 55 flowers now, which means I'm looking at B plus A plus, let's say, oranges I'm representing as R. Okay. B plus A plus R is equal to 55. Now, since bananas has to be maximum, now how do I understand how many cases are possible here? Let me take the maximum is 20 here. If I take maximum as 20, I know that apple has to be less than banana. So the maximum value of apple that I can give is 19. Now, what is 20 plus 19? That is 39. 39, which means the number of oranges that I'll be selling is 16. This is one of the cases. Clear? Now, the second case is, I can also make this as 20. Now, I can as well have the number of apples as 18. If I take the number of apples as 18, 20 plus 18 is 38. Okay, so 38 plus 17 will be your 55. Clear? Now, can I go to 20 plus 17? No, we won't have 20 plus 17 as a case, because if you observe, you will have 20 plus 17 is 37. This will be 18. So oranges cannot be more than the number of apples. Now, these are the two cases which if a student is able to crack, the answer will be very easy. Generally, sometimes students do not think from both the point of views. And one more hint that the question should have given you is, what is the maximum amount she could have got? Clear? Now the question says that if each banana was sold for 5 rupees, which means in this case, this is 20 into 5 plus. Clear? Each apple was sold for 15 rupees, which is 19 into 15 plus each orange was sold for 10 rupees, 16 into 10. This is one of the cases. In this case, my amount becomes 20 into 5 plus 18 into 15 plus 17 into 10. Now let's take a case. If I take this as 19, if I take this as 19, the sum of these two will be equal to how much, guys? The sum of these two becomes 6, that is 30, 26. 26 plus 30 is 55, right? So 36, then this has to be 18 because this has to be less than that, and this has to be 17, which is again not possible at all here. So the maximum value I can get is 35 here, right? So therefore, no other case is possible. Let's do the calculations here. This gives me a total of 100 in both the cases. Clear? So this value also becomes 100. Now it is 19 into 15. 19 into 10 is 190. So 19 into 10 is equal to 190, and 19 into 5 is half of this. Half of this will become 95, which is going to be 285 plus 160. So 160 plus 100 is 260. 260 plus 200 is 460. 460 plus 85. So what is 460 plus 85? 545. Clear? In this case, what do I get? I get this as 100. 18 into 15. 18 tens are 180. 180 plus 90 is 270. 270 plus this gives me 170. Now this will give me how much? 170 plus 270 is 440 plus 100 is equal to 540. Clear? So if I want the maximum amount possible, the maximum amount possible is going to be 545. But please understand, your answer will only be correct if in case you are having both the cases, because I can as well change my question and I can ask that if you are a customer, right, and you have to buy a total of 55 fruits, then which combination or which how many number of oranges you would have bought. In that case, the cost is less for 540. Or I can give you one more question that if the number of oranges is not a multiple of 4, if the number of oranges is not a multiple of 4, then what is the total number of oranges? So you can get here as 17 here, right? So please understand, this question becomes only correct if in case your both the cases are being considered. So the whole idea of this question was the cases to be considered. Clear, guys? So I hope this question gives you a different perspective of how to make cases. So please understand this, and then we'll also look forward to a few more questions on equations in the coming classes. Thank you, guys.